Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Vedant Agarwal. Well, big news coming in. UAE is going to be the neutral venue for India's matches as far as the Champions Trophy is concerned. The Pakistan Cricket Board has now confirmed this development. Remember, this comes after India's snub. So after that venue tussle, now the Pakistan Cricket Board confirming that UAE is going to be the neutral venue. Remember, this was in today's meeting that this major decision was taken, and now of course there's going to be a hybrid model as far as Champions Trophy is concerned. It was during the UAE Cricket Board meeting between the UAE Cricket Board chairman and the Pakistan Cricket Board chairman. A major development there certainly. Let me go across to my colleague Osama Shah joining us on the phone line. So Osama, a major development there after that prolonged standoff. Finally, the Pakistan Cricket Board confirming a neutral venue for India's matches.
Yes, absolutely, Vedant. And there had been speculations after ICC announced on Thursday that India will play all its matches at a neutral venue. There were speculations whether India is going to be playing their matches in Sri Lanka or the UAE, and now it is confirmed. The Pakistan Cricket Board Chairman Mohsin Naqvi and his counterpart, UAE counterpart, Sheikh Nahyan Al Mubarak, they met on Saturday night, and now they have finalized the logistical and administrative matters with respect to the ICC Champions Trophy, which is being hosted by Pakistan. This entire deadlock over the hosting of Champions Trophy has now ended. ICC has announced that India will play their matches of the 50-over event at a neutral venue. Now, in this case, it is going to be UAE, and especially Dubai International Stadium is going to host all their matches. Now, one important thing that we need to note is that in case India doesn't qualify for the knockouts, all the rest of the matches, the knockout matches and the final will take place in Pakistan. So in order to make sure that India plays all their matches, India will need to win those knockout matches. And remember, this entire controversy that had erupted, it was only after India had refused to travel to Pakistan for this particular event due to security reasons, and India have maintained that status quo since 2008 after the Mumbai terror attacks, in which 150 people lost their lives. And the only time that India hosted Pakistan, the last time that a bilateral series took place, was in 2012. Also, BCCI's stance has always been clear that the matter got stretched because of Pakistan's refusal to allow a one-sided arrangement of the neutral venue. And now, what we understand is that PCB along with UAE have now decided that India's matches will take place in Dubai at the moment. And what Pakistan gains from it is that it is an arrangement where all the tournaments that India is going to host, all the ICC tournaments that India is going to host till 2027 cycle, in all those tournaments, Pakistan will also be playing their matches, their respective matches, at a neutral venue. That also includes the T20 World Cup that is going to be hosted in 2026, which India and Sri Lanka are co-hosting. So most probably Pakistan will be playing their matches in that particular World Cup, the T20 World Cup in 2026 in Sri Lanka. But all in all, what we understand at this moment is that India is certainly going to play their matches in Dubai, and we are hoping that the final schedule of the tournament is going to be out soon.
All right, Osama, thanks very much for joining us with the latest there. So, of course, India held its ground, and finally the Pakistan Cricket Board confirming a neutral venue. The Prime Minister's crucial visit to Kuwait, of course, this is part of the larger Gulf outreach. It was a 2-day visit. The focus very much on people-to-people connect, also defense cooperation. But the big headline, India and Kuwait elevating their relationship to a strategic partnership. Remember, Kuwait is among India's biggest trade partners. Take a look at this report. Day 2 of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's historic Kuwait visit. The highlight was Kuwait bestowing its highest honor, the Order of Mubarak Al-Kabir, to Prime Minister Modi. This award is the knighthood order of the nation. and has been previously awarded to leaders like Bill Clinton, Prince Charles and George Bush. This is the 20th international honour given to Prime Minister Modi by a country. The day began with a ceremonial welcome at the Bayan Palace in Kuwait, with Prime Minister Sheikh Ahmed Abdullah Al Ahmed Al Sabah receiving him. Extensive talks with Kuwait's Amir, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister of Kuwait followed. The leaders discussed cooperation in key sectors like pharmaceuticals, IT, fintech, infrastructure and security. India and Kuwait have elevated their partnership to a strategic one.
The bilateral cooperation in the areas of defense. The key areas of cooperation would include training, exchange of personnel and experts, joint exercises, cooperation in defense industry, supply of defense equipment, and collaboration in research and development. The elevation of a relationship to a strategic partnership means you have taken your bilateral relationship to the next level, which means you will have greater intensity of cooperation in several areas. Plus, we have identified new areas.
Delegation-level talks explored India-Kuwait ties that extend across energy, trade, investments and beyond. The outcome? 4 key pacts were inked, one in defense cooperation, a cultural exchange program pact, and an agreement in the sports sector. Kuwait has also joined the International Solar Alliance. Day one of the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister in over 4 decades was all about the people-to-people connect. In an interview to Kuna, Kuwait's official news agency, the Prime Minister said that there is a lot that India and Kuwait have achieved together, but possibilities are limitless for our partnership. From interacting with Indian workers at a refinery to the diaspora push at the Grand Hala Modi community event.
सर कैसे सर आप?
मैं वैसा ही हूं जैसा पहले था। मेरे परिवार में 140 करोड़ लोग हैं।
अब इतना प्रधानमंत्री है, हमको सामने बैठ के बात कर रहा है, इसके भी क्या चाहिए सर हमको?
भारत और कुवैत का रिश्ता सभ्यताओं का है, सागर का है, स्नेह का है, व्यापार कारोबार का है। हमें सिर्फ डिप्लोमेसी ने ही नहीं बल्कि दिलों ने आपस में जोड़ा है।
Day one closed with the opening ceremony of the Arabian Gulf Cup. The Amir of Kuwait hosted Prime Minister Modi at the event.
PM Modi's visit to Kuwait has now marked a significant difference between the relationship between India and Kuwait. Both the countries have decided now that the relationship between India and Kuwait should be elevated to a strategic partnership. And the mutual vision for growth and development between India and Kuwait is going to ensure that the relations between the two countries is only going to prosper and thrive in years to come. In Delhi, Mohammad Ghazali for NDTV.
And moving now to the other big headline, well, it's a complete showdown between the Telangana police and superstar Allu Arjun after the Pushpa 2 theatre stampede. Well, Allu Arjun, of course, said that he is being painted in bad light, but the Telangana cops have put the onus on him. The Telangana police say that, of course, he may be a big superstar, but ground realities have to be kept in mind. This, of course, as there were protests outside Allu Arjun's residence in Telangana as well. Some students reportedly from the Osmania University protested outside Allu Arjun's residence, demanding 1 crore for the victim. And now, of course, it seems like a complete breakdown of trust between the state and the film fraternity, with Chief Minister Revanth Reddy also hitting out at Allu Arjun and the film industry as well inside the Telangana Assembly. And moving now to news from the national capital, well, as the polls draw closer, it's a freebie war in Delhi, with the Aam Aadmi Party announcing doorstep welfare. The BJP has hit out saying that Delhi is already in deficit. How is Arvind Kejriwal going to fund these welfare schemes? Take a look at this report.
Welfare at your doorstep. Weeks to go for the polls. Arvind Kejriwal's election reverie for Delhiites is only getting bigger.
हमारे 60 साल के ऊपर के जितने बुजुर्ग हैं, उन सभी बुजुर्गों का मुफ्त इलाज, चाहे प्राइवेट हो चाहे सरकारी अस्पताल हो, चाहे अमीर हो चाहे गरीब हो, सबका इलाज दिल्ली सरकार वहन करेगी उसका खर्चा। आज इस स्कीम का हम एक तरह से उद्घाटन कर रहे हैं। इन योजनाओं का लाभ उठाने के लिए दिल्ली का वोटर होना आवश्यक है। जब हमारी टीम आए तो एक तो वोटर कार्ड तैयार रखें। बहुत बड़े स्केल के ऊपर ये लोग वोट कटवा रहे हैं पूरी दिल्ली के अंदर। ये लोग नहीं चाहते कि आप लोगों को किसी भी तरह का बेनिफिट मिले। ये लोग नहीं चाहते किसी योजना का लाभ आप लोगों को मिले।
The BJP doubled down on its Jumla charge on the Aam Aadmi Party, asking Kejriwal how will he fund his welfare schemes with the capital coffers already empty.
आपके माध्यम से केजरीवाल जी से कहना चाहूँगी कि दिल्ली की जनता के साथ ये चुनावी छलावे बंद करिए। पंजाब की बहनें अभी भी तरस रही हैं। पंजाब में भी यही सेम इन्होंने घोषणा करी थी कि महिलाओं के खाते में पैसे जाएंगे। 2021-22 में ये घोषणा करी थी। अभी भी पंजाब की बहनें एक एक पाई के लिए तरस रही हैं। रही बात संजीवनी योजना की, तो मैं इनसे पूछना चाहूँगी, 1 दशक से आप यहाँ पर सत्ता भोग रहे थे, तब आपने बुजुर्गों की जिम्मेदारी क्यों नहीं ली? तब क्या दिल्ली के बुजुर्ग नहीं थे? द्वेष की राजनीति के कारण वो आयुष्मान भारत जैसी जन कल्याणकारी योजना को दिल्ली में लागू नहीं होने देते और दिल्ली की जनता को वंचित रखते हैं।
Ahead of the upcoming assembly polls, the Aam Aadmi Party has announced that they will be doing a door-to-door campaign in which the volunteers of Aam Aadmi Party will be registering the female voters of Delhi and also the elderly people for the Mahila Samman Yojana and the Sanjeevani Yojana. From tomorrow, this whole registration drive will be in fact started in Delhi NCR, so that the people will in fact benefit from this welfare schemes that the Aam Aadmi Party has announced for the assembly elections. Also, the BJP has done a press conference over it and has said that it is for the first time in history that the Delhi government is running on a deficit of rupees 7,000 crores, and Aam Aadmi Party should clarify that where will they be getting the kind of money to in fact fund their welfare scheme for the people that they have announced for the upcoming assembly polls. They have also said that the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab had announced that they will be giving 2,000 rupees for the females who are living in Punjab once they win the elections, but as of yet not a single penny has arrived in anybody's account. And the BJP has in fact also said that given the deficit that the Aam Aadmi Party is currently running over, the Aam Aadmi Party is trying to disillusion people and also to gather their vote bank so that the people will vote, but they will not be in fact receiving the money, and all of this is just a political jumla to create vote banks and win in the assembly polls. With camera person Gauri Prasad, this is Anushka Garg for NDTV.
With that, we'll take a short break now. Lots more coming up on the other side. Meanwhile, some tragic news from Punjab. Well, 2 people died after a building collapse in Mohali. The exact reason or cause of the building collapse is yet to be ascertained, but a case has now been registered against the owners of the building. Remember, it was a dramatic rescue operation that went on for well over 24 hours, with, of course, the Indian Army and the NDRF also stepping in. Here's a look at this report.
A 4-story residential building reduced to rubble in the blink of an eye. The collapse has claimed the lives of at least 2 people after a 24-hour rescue operation ended.
देखो ਜਿਹੜੇ 2 ਅਕਿਊਜ਼ਡ ਹੈਗੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੜਨ ਲਈ ਟੀਮਾਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਲੱਗੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ। ਦੇ ਵਿਲ ਬੀ ਨੈਪਡ ਸੂਨ। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਠੇਕੇਦਾਰ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟਰ ਜਿਹਨੇ ਕੰਮ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਇਡੈਂਟੀਫਾਈ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ। ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾਮਜ਼ਦ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਵੀ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰੀ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਈ ਜਾਏਗੀ। ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰੀ ਜਲਦ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ ਜੀ। ਟੀਮਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਔਨ ਦ ਜੌਬ ਲੱਗੀ ਹੋਈ। ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ 3 ਦੋਸ਼ੀ ਪੂਰੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ और वो तो बाद जिਵੇਂ जिਵੇਂ आगे तफ्तीश बढ़ेगी तो संख्या और भी बढ़ सकती है।
NDRF की 4 टीमें इसमें लगी हुई थी कल से सर, और ऑलमोस्ट 24 आवर इस चीज़ को ऑपरेशन को कंटिन्यू हो गए हैं सर। ऑपरेशन चैलेंजिंग था, टाइम टेकन था सर, और सबसे बड़ी बात कि एक सीवरेज यहाँ पे आके यहाँ पे इंसिडेंट साइट पे उसमें पानी भर गया था, जिसकी वजह से ऑपरेशन को एग्जीक्यूट करना थोड़ा और ज़्यादा मुश्किल हुआ। लेकिन NDRF की टीम इन्हीं चीज़ों के लिए ट्रेंड है सर।
The NDRF, Army and state rescue teams continued the operation throughout the night. A 20-year-old woman from Shimla had succumbed to her injuries on Saturday. while the body of another person, Abhishek, was recovered from the debris. In the chaos, a few lucky residents were pulled out alive.
In the preliminary investigation, they have also learnt that there was a digging process which was going just adjacent to that building, and that could be possible reason for this collapse of the building.
देखो ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪ੍ਰੀਲਿਮਿਨਰੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਮਿਲੀ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਏਜੰਸੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਰਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਦੇਣੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਪਰਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਈ ਗਈ ਇਸ ਬੰਦੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਇਹ ਪਰਚਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹ ਕਲਪੇਬਲ ਹੋਮਿਸਾਈਡ ਦਾ ਪਰਚਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਦਿੱਤਾ।
The opposition has hit out at the Maan government, saying that it lacks the necessary resources to handle such incidents. Congress alleges that the Mohali DC should be held responsible for the incident.
आज भगवंत मान का काम नहीं था इधर आना जी. He is the chief minister of the state. Who is to be held responsible? Directly Deputy Commissioner of Mohali. Garmada के officials have to be held personally responsible. केस रजिस्टर होना चाहिए. वो directly DC पर होना चाहिए.
A case has been filed against the building owners and 3 accused have been identified by the police. Punjab CM has assured that strict action will be taken against the accused. But the question arises, who is responsible for such a tragedy and would measures be taken so that such incidents don't repeat? With Gurpreet Singh Chinna, Bureau Report, NDTV.
And well, news now from Uttar Pradesh. The entire state and indeed the entire country is gearing up for Maha Kumbh, the festival of faith. More than 45 crore devotees are all set to take the holy dip in Prayagraj. In fact, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is also all set to visit Prayagraj to oversee preparations. Remember, it's going to be a mega Kumbh this year round. As I said, over 45 crore devotees to take the holy dip. In fact, the Kumbh district has also now been declared by the Uttar Pradesh government. So, mega preparations underway. And that's all the time that we have on the show. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.